Okay, one of the things that they said was, well, you need to let teachers observe other teachers, you know, using best practices. Well, again, we already have a mechanism in place for that, but we thought, well, maybe we can make it a little bit more effective, a little more efficient, really. You know, there's a Google Sheet where you could go in, you know, search in Google, find it, enter, you know, what your name, your room number, date, what strategy, what best practice strategy you were using, when you were using it. But that would require all 100 other teachers in this building to go to that spreadsheet, find it, and then make the decision to go. So we're going to change that up a little bit to deliver that information to you more efficiently. So by the end of the day today, we'll have this form on the faculty page of the website. We have it now showing. You click on the button, and it'll take you to this form. And you enter the same information that you would have entered in the spreadsheet. But what it's going to do is it's going to generate a PDF, just like when we observe your classroom, you get that PDF in your inbox just like that. So what it'll do is it'll generate a PDF to go to Ms. Dobbins. And so she'll look through it, see what's happening, make sure all the information on there is correct, and you'll get the right dates and everything. And she'll push an email out to the faculty, say, hey, be sure, click on the attachment. It's essentially going to be a flyer. Go by, Mr. Holland's U.S. History class, 4th block. He's going to be doing Think, Pair, Share, or a Socratic seminar. Go by there, last 30 minutes of the block. So that way, it's delivered to your inbox. It's a click of a button, and you see who's doing what, when they're doing it, what strategy. So, Candace, if you'll just scroll down real quick. Name of the strategy being used. Let's read the description of how you'll be using the strategy, your name, your room number, the date that you're going to be doing it, and then when the strategy will be used on that date. For example, 1st block, 2nd block, 4th block, first 30 minutes, last 30 minutes. Make sure that information is in there so people know when to show up to your room. Now if you'll click on open the attachment. So what you'll get from Ms. Dobbins is something that looks like this. Have it now showing all that information that was entered to the form is going to be basically like a flyer, like I said, in your inbox. What I would encourage you to do, Candace, you can scroll down to the bottom. Once you go and observe a teacher, just reply to that email that Ms. Dobbins sent, and that's documentation that we're allowing teachers, we're having teachers go observe. But email Ms. Dobbins back with a brief reflection, just 3, 4, 5 sentences. Hey, I went to Mr. Holland's classroom. He was doing this. I really like how the students were engaged by, be descriptive. Here's how I think I can use it in my class. And send that to Ms. Dobbins, and she might even have a treat for you when you send that reflection. So, but anyways, I think this will be a little bit more effective way to get that information out to you, so you know which classrooms to go to on any given day. All right.
Okay, very last thing, on the corner of your table are some index cards. We're not going to do what you think we're going to do. We're going to do something different. So if you'll pass the index cards around to your table, this is the last thing. It's your exit slip. Okay. One more. Okay, so rigor in a math class, does it mean challenging or more? What does rigor mean in a math class? Does it mean challenging work or more problems? It means challenging. Does it mean give them 100 questions when 50 would do, or giving them 50 when 20 would do? So we need to make sure we know what rigor means, okay? So right now I want you to write your name, and I want you to tell me the one most rigorous activity of all the rigorous activities you did first 9 weeks. Just describe it. The one most rigorous activity that you did. You probably got 100 right now that come to your mind. Just pick the one most, and then hand it to me and have a wonderful day,
Hey, can I say something?
okay?
Just a thought, and I'm asking Candace and Curtis, I'm old school, but this Google quiz, I mean, does it have shared editing rights? Like, could 3 people work on a quiz together?
No, it's
Can't
different than Google Docs and Google Slides. So you send this form to the student and they click on it, but you're in that form by itself.
Well, what,
And you lock down, you have 3 options in the lockdown where only one person they only respond once. They can't see their missed questions, you know, you just need to lock on.
but I'm talking about in the creation of the quiz.
I can add collaborators to create a quiz,
Well, and the reason I
but
say
not
that,
take it.
this came up last night, I'm just going, you know, I like to just throw things out there so you can they can marinate. One of the things that came up, my concept of rigor is to work to the means goes to the end. And that is, I think that we could enhance rigor in all subject areas if we had common assessments. And some of the things that came up last night when I brought up common assessment is when would teachers have time to create a common assessment? Well, if you have this Google form here, you could actually be working at home all summer and share your ideas and build a very rigorous final exam in a common assessment for every class. So again, just using technology to make it easier if we ever want to move that direction. So I just want to throw that out.
Yeah, you can ask collaborators to create it.
That's what I'm saying, yeah, collaboration to create it.
But it helps if you actually do it in forms rather than docs or tests, because then you don't share this, you send the form, only one person takes the form. So it helps to be a lockdown, more secure as well.
Okay, as soon as you have your exit slip, you're free to go.